extra, extra? How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Carolina Panthers and the Detroit Lions. The mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Early down steps to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Corral. He's got a man complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Corral on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Corral, another throw on 2nd down. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Rashard Higgins, 38 yards. And the Panthers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start on the... And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. A give running right is Chubb. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. One play action. Fields
out to his left. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Amari Barno.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
48-yard line.
First down with Hubbard.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
That's Levi Onwuzurike fighting through and punishing the offense. A big tackle for loss.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 12.
Corral. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
3rd down, Corral. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers.
A great play there. 26 yards.
And the Panthers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Fields now to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 20.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Here's Fields.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there taken in by Smith.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Play action. It's Fields.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions are back within a score. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. McCaffrey on the counter. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, here's Corral. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
In motion right is Smith. Fourth down. Here's Corral. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amadi Oruwariye. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. Seibert on for the PAT. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Out of the end zone comes Smith.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling this team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, Corral. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now a pass dumped off to his running back, and he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now Chubb running right. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Running for it. Here's Chubb. Room here to run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It certainly worked, but that was a gutsy call to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, not sure I would have made that call, but give them a ton of credit for deciding to go for it and not only doing it, but doing it in fine fashion. Takes me back to this summer when we were touring camps. Remember we watched them practice, and they worked hard in these situations, and they blocked it up perfectly.
Defensively, they were so worried about the line of scrimmage. Once he got past that first wave of tacklers, goodbye. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw again on 2nd down. Corral. That's going to be caught downfield by Anderson. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. And we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Fields. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw, Fields. Complete, Smith has it. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also into field goal range at the 28. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They run it again with Chubb. 119 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Fields on 3rd down. Throwing for Chubb, complete on the out route. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Fields. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it out past the 35. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. You back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Garden getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Fighting through the offense was Corey Littleton and making a nice play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. And again, it's Chubb. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. From the gun on third down, Fields buying time to his left. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And this one close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Seibert able to knock this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Corral looking to pass, second down. And his throw is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Fakes the handoff here, Corral. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the second round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Corral. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 4th down, Corral looking to throw it. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. On first down, it's Corral. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd and 10, here's Corral.
This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown, Carolina. Shi Smith, 31 yards. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal.
31. Panthers 28. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 139 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff. Now Corral to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and this game is tied. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
The give running right is Chubb.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And Sharp calls it in. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go with Chubb on second down.
And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here we go on fourth down, Fields.
It's caught on the right side at Smith. Yeah, he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Fields now to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, he'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The offense on third down tonight, well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 19.
Here's Fields.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here at 1st and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Corral here, working from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Corral. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. McCaffrey running up the middle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. McCaffrey following the penalty. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. From the 39, Corral. There's Tremble, the tight end. And some room to roam now. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Well, no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. McCaffrey is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. So what a comeback here. They looked like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a 4th quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly, because mentally they were on the ropes ready to go, and they hung in there. They made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
Lions 31.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And pass caught. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw is Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Back to throw. Fields. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Jonah Jackson, former 3rd-round pick, the guilty party. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keith Taylor. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game. At 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes it for in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw, Corral. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
Everybody acting different now, finally trying to
tryna see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party, one o'clock of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping around and tear it out. Before you judge me, you need to go and